we straight away cut across to some breaking news coming in as we are learning the Enforcement Directorate has filed an FIR against Rhea Chakraborty on allegations of money laundering. Republic Now has information on ED line of investigation as the Enforcement Directorate's focus will be on suspected illegal money transaction. Rhea's source of income will also be questioned. Remember, Republic was the first channel to tell you yesterday of how, in all probability, the ED will send summons to Rhea Chakraborty sometime next week. And Shavan Sen, our senior news editor, tracking the story very closely, is now with us on the phone line. Shavan, first up, what will be the ED's focus in this case?
Well, in fact, Suesha, what the Enforcement Directorate is essentially looking at whether at all there have been any sort of illegal money transactions. This actually stems from the fact that there have been at least two companies where Rhea Chakraborty and her brother Shoaib Chakraborty have been directors in which companies that were basically floated by Sushant Singh Rajput. What they are looking at, whether at all these are paper companies to begin with, because there have been no major financial transactions that have taken place from these very companies. So what was the purpose of floating this company in the first place? And if at all there have been other shell companies which were basically utilized by Rhea Chakraborty as well as Shoaib Chakraborty to funnel certain amount of fund. Now, those are areas that are going to be investigated at this point in time. The Enforcement Directorate is currently at a preliminary stage when it comes to their entire investigation. What they have essentially done is that they have asked for certain documentation from the Bihar police, which includes a copy of the FIR and the allegation that has basically been leveled by the late actor's family members. In the days to come, you would expect the accused in this particular case, that is Rhea Chakraborty, as well as Shoaib Chakraborty and Rhea Chakraborty's parents, who in all likelihood would be called in for questioning by the Enforcement Directorate in the days to come. What the Enforcement Directorate would be looking at is that how exactly were they involved in the company relations that they've had, and not just that, even the kind of expenses that were borne by Sushant Singh Rajput as far as Rhea Chakraborty's personal expenses are concerned, or the trips that were basically taken. These are angles that they are certainly going to look at this stage. But more importantly, the primary focus would be on this entire 15 crore angle that has erupted over a period of time. That is with regards to how exactly this money, suspicious in a mysterious manner, actually disappeared from the bank accounts. And is it only about one bank account or multiple bank accounts? These are certain aspects that the Enforcement Directorate would be looking at.
All right, Shavan, many thanks for those details. We also have more reactions coming in. Let's listen in.